Look at that. Holy cow. What's up, brother?
What's up, Brian? How are you, man? Good seeing
bro.
you. Have a good season this year?
It has been a very, very busy season.
That's great.
A very crazy season. A lot of heat, a lot of rain. You know the whole deal.
That's what we want. Makes the grass grow.
Amen to that. All right, guys. I'm so excited about doing another video here with Aaron, my boy Aaron, which is funny. Sorry about the last video.
Oh, that's all good. I love it.
But he's been a good sport. Hey, and by the way, before we jump into the whole Cub Cadet brand new stand-on that these guys are coming out swinging, which is really cool from Cub Cadet, I gotta say, you did a great job in the last video.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
On the Pro 960, the Cub Cadet zero turn, thank you for not selling us on the unit. Thank you for just educating.
That's all we want to do.
I read all the comments from you guys, and you guys said, finally, a sales guy who knows what he's talking about, but is not trying to convince me on the mower. And I said, amen. So anyway.
Yeah, that's right.
All right,
Just
so
gotta tell you about it. You gotta go check it out and see what's best.
I like it.
Yep.
All right. So what do we got going on here? We got another demo that we're gonna be rocking. It is the new Cub Cadet stand-on mower.
Yep.
And literally, like, nobody in the country has this, okay? So by the time you see this video, a few weeks from then will be the GIE Expo. So if you want more info, you can check it out there. But Aaron's gonna do a walk around.
Yeah, we'll do a walk around on it and tell you about how we came up with the unit.
Let's do it.
The big thing we did here.
Take it away, brother.
Yeah, the big thing we did here was just like we do with our Pro Z that you ran. That machine had been out for a couple of years when you got it. Well, this one has not been out yet.
Okay.
We did take it to GIE last year as a rough prototype.
Okay.
To get feedback.
Cool.
Because that's what we want. We want to get as much feedback from you, the landscaper, as we can. So we've spent the last 2 years doing that before we came out with this unit.
Gotcha.
So kind of the process we did with this was, first, before we even built one unit, we went and visited landscapers all across the country that run stand-ons currently.
Okay.
We talked to them, had competitive units in the room. What do you like, what you don't like? How can we improve that unit for you? Then we built one unit, just one. The engineers built one-off unit, took it back out to the same landscapers, and we got feedback from them on that unit.
Okay.
Then we built a group of units last summer and had them ran with landscapers to get feedback. And then this past year we've run it all season, got hundreds of hours on them with large landscapers, and this is our final product that you guys as landscapers kind of helped us develop, which was really exciting and really fun.
All right.
So kind of from the front to the back, so I kind of always like to do things, but from the front of the unit, a lot of things you guys liked about the 960L are also in here on the stand-on unit. Big, heavy tubed frame, big, heavy 3x5 front axles, 3/8 thick front forks, and those are flat free front tires.
Okay.
Now you'll see that slit in that fork.
Yeah, that's new.
And really what that's for, I think it kind of looks cool, but it's more for functionality than anything.
Okay.
And with a stand-on, you're trying to get as much weight on the back end of the machine as possible. So pulling a little bit of weight out of that fork really allowed to change the weight balance so it'll perform well on the hills.
Gotcha. Okay.
When it comes to the deck, it's the same deck that you ran on the 960L. I think we all saw how well that striked.
Very.
Brian was very impressed with it. So were you guys. So it's the exact same deck construction, same spindles. So with the same deck construction that we have here with a triple plated deck, 1/4-inch side skirts instead of 5/16, so it's a little lighter on the sides.
Okay.
We're gonna have a 5-year, 1,750-hour warranty on the deck, then 3 years no hour limit on the entire machine. That's the longest no hour limit warranty in the industry.
All right, one more time on the warranty, because that's huge.
It is huge.
Okay.
So you have a 3-year no hour limit warranty
Okay.
on the entire machine, bumper to bumper. That does exclude wearables, so belts, blades, tires, things like that.
Sure.
Then the deck also carries a 5-year, 1,750-hour warranty.
Wow.
So let's say you're in Florida and you're putting 1,200 hours a year on a machine.
Sure.
So you're gonna have a 3-year no hour limit warranty because you're gonna be over 1,750 hours in those 3 years.
That is
now let's
impressive.
say you're up here in the upper Midwest and maybe you're only putting 400 or 500 hours a year on a machine.
Sure.
Then you would have up to 1,750 hours on that deck or the 5 years.
All right.
Okay, there is no grease fittings on this machine, just like it was with the 960L you had. So it's a fully maintenance-free machine.
Wow.
Now, one thing we did learn from all of our testing that we did, mainly this spring, is we wanted to give you plenty of power. We heard that you guys are mowing hills, you're mowing heavy wet grass in the spring, so we decided to go with, on the 54 and 60-inch deck, we have the FX 801 25.5 horse engine on it. It's really important to think about that on the 54-inch, just because we wanted to go up from the 730 to give it more power.
Gotcha,
okay?
gotcha.
So another thing from the front end of it, it's hard to get in and out of stand-ons, right? You think that they're easy to work on.
Sure.
But the problem is all these things are in a really tight package.
Yep.
So we've tried to make this machine as accessible as possible to work on. So since we're in the front, I'm gonna go ahead and show you this here, which lifts the front plate off.
Okay.
So you have nice, clean, easy access to clean the machine out, change your belts if you need to, and you'll see these nice, big, heavy deck lift assist springs.
Okay.
We're gonna talk about that in a little bit when we talk about the ease of lowering the deck.
I like it. Hey, one thing I'll also say is I do apologize for the sunglasses. We don't want to look like jerks here, but it's the sun's setting. We're doing this a little bit late night, so sorry for the sunglasses, but we do appreciate you guys working with us, right? So anyway,
it's golden hour for all you photography fans.
Yeah, there you go. Beautiful night out. Beautiful Michigan fall day, first day of fall.
Exactly. So why don't we turn this thing around so we can get the light good? Because a lot of the things I want to talk about are on the back of the machine.
Let's do it. That thing is fast.
Very fast.
That's
very
fast.
Quick and nimble. That's because all the weight's right on the drive axle. So really what we heard when we talked to people about stand-ons is, man, I'm standing up all day. There's a lot of good stand-ons out there, but is there a way you can make me more comfortable throughout the day?
Okay.
It's gonna make you more productive at the end of the day, not as worn out.
Sure.
So the first thing we really challenged the engineers on was to make the best suspension platform out there. Okay, so here's your suspension platform. You see how much that's moving?
Yeah.
We actually have 3 different settings for your suspension. And you can see that lever right here. It's accessible from the platform, and we've got 3 different settings. So our suggestion is 150 and lower weight, then 150 to 250, then 250 plus. Oh. This is the only toolless adjustable suspension on the market. And it really does change. I'll be interested to see how you like it. You might like it in 1, you might like it in 2, but it's adjustable to move it how you like it.
Just depends if we've had Chick-fil-A that day.
Exactly, that's exactly right.
I'll probably put it in the 1 to 2, we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. All right, the next thing we did is a hip pad. We have different size operators, right? We've got some guys that are 5'4", 5'5", then we got guys that are 6'5". Well, when you're leaning into this pad, you want to get it where it's most comfortable for you. But if you've got a foot difference in height from the guy designing it to the guy building it, you may want to move the thing around a little bit. So right here, once again, toolless, we loosen these 2 knobs, and we've got 2 inches of height adjustment here to move the pad. Like myself, I like it in a lower setting because I really like to put my knees into the pad when I'm driving a machine.
Sure, I'm more the same way.
That's just comfortable for me.
Yep.
Some guys might like it higher, but it gives you the ability to move that around.
And it's on both sides.
It's on both sides, and then boom.
It's toolless.
Toolless, your back pad comes off, so you have access for serviceability here as well. Okay. Then tracking. Anybody that's ever adjusted their tracking on a stand-on, it's very difficult because you got to get in here to the linkages and move things around. We actually have a stop right here, just like you would see on a sit-down zero turn. You can adjust these stops, so it's going to change the amount of travel on your levers to adjust that as well. Quick and easy. Okay. Then also from the back, we have the main hip pad that comes off, and then this back cover comes off as well. Hopefully you don't have to do this very often, but in case you need to service the hydro belts, if you do need to release the transmissions, that's all right there as well.
Where do we release the transmissions?
Those are right here. You simply release that bolt that's in the transmission, and you're good to go with a 5/8 head socket.
You know I'm asking for a friend, right?
Yeah, exactly. You're not going to do anything.
Not this guy.
Not this guy.
Release the hydros.
Yeah. Now, the next thing I want to show you.
This thing is awesome.
I'm gonna have you get on the unit to do this, actually on the deck. So when you're operating a stand-on, Brian, you have some stand-ons you've operated before.
We've used all of them.
Yep.
We're no familiar with
When you're raising and lowering the deck on a stand-on, you're lifting that with your arm, right? You're lifting the entire deck. All these commercial decks are heavy built. So they're hard to raise and lower. So what I want you to do is stand on that deck.
You want me to stand on the deck?
I want you to stand on the deck.
Okay, we didn't pre-plan this.
We did not.
Okay.
This is a 60-inch deck that I'm able to raise and lower with you standing on it.
I'm a $160 soaking wet.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
So you got the deck and 150 pounds.
Exactly. And it was that easy to raise and lower. You can see how easy it is now. And what I really like about it too is it locks down, so it's locked in on that pin. And then it locks back up as well.
Well, why is it so light? What kind of witchcraft
Remember
is this?
those springs we showed you underneath there? All those springs underneath that plate is what's doing that. And then the geometry that the engineers got to get all of these linkages right to where it was as easy as possible to raise and lower really made a big difference. I'm really happy for how they did that. It turned out really, really well.
Well, we're gonna put it through the ringer, but that looked pretty effortless.
Now, and then your battery is underneath this cover. And having that battery right here over the wheels on the right side will kind of help offset some of the weight balance between the fuel tank, which is about a 7 to 8 gallon fuel tank, and then the battery is going to be on the right side to help balance the weight out on a machine.
Holy cow. Now let me ask you this. All right, so a question I have is, sometimes people put lawnmowers out there, right? Some people make lawnmowers and maybe they're tested, maybe they're not as tested as we would like to see, right? You guys had this going for 3 seasons in development. 3 years.
2 years. 2 full years.
Two full years. So, because when we were talking, you guys had built one, because this was a really important story, that just like with the 960, which again, I'm completely unbiased. I love ripping these mowers up and down, laying stripes, putting them through just torture tests. You know, and I have a pretty fun job. I'll admit. Thank you to you guys for supporting that. But here's the deal. When you were talking to me in the spring about this unit, you were hinting that it was coming out. You had said that, tell the story again, it was a year of testing with one machine, and then you made 6 more machines for another year.
Correct.
And now you guys just now feel comfortable releasing it because you wanted it literally designed with the end user in mind.
Exactly.
That is a company that listens to the end user, and I cannot stress how important and how good that makes me feel. I mean, can you guys relate? I mean, leave me some comments down below if you guys can relate to that. Cub Cadet is coming out swinging, and I love it.
And that's on top of all of our internal testing that all of our engineers do for true durability testing. But that's really about what you guys want, what that's for, to get the machine exactly how you guys want it. You know, we have a kind of slogan that's built for your business, and that's what we want to continue to do, is build machines for your business.
All right. Now, let's go over the basics, some of the simple stuff. Fuel gauges, PTO.
Fuel gauges right here on a tank, easy to get to. Okay. One other, it's a little thing we heard, but when you're operating a stand-on, all the things are right here. Always. Right? We moved them back like just 2 inches. So it's all right here, so you don't have to get your hands underneath the bars to operate everything. So choke's here, throttle is here, PTO is here. There was your deck lift we already showed. We got your operator control discharge chute on here for you. All right. So you're ready to go. There was your suspension adjustment. All easy, very simple, very intuitive to operate. There'll be a 48, a 54, and a 60-inch deck available with a FX 691 22 horse on a 48, and then 25.5 horse FX 801 on the 54 and 60. We'll have these at GIE. Any EFI options? No EFIs right now, but that's one thing that we're continuing to look at and continuing to test to get the right one packaged with the right machine. You know, we're always having meetings and looking at different engines and testing different ones out. So
that's fair. Definitely. What's this little guy?
So this is, if you have your cell phone with you, which you should never have your phone on you, right? Always have my phone on. So you can put it right here, and that's going to keep it from bouncing out. Nice. You also have a nice little pocket right here for your phone as well. Check that out. And then this punch out or this punch out could be used for a 12-volt outlet if you wanted to charge it on the go. All right. Looking sharp, man. There we go, man. So what's your overall opinion? Like, of course, you're the sales guy. You know, you're designed to sell this, right? Yep. That's your role. That's right. That's your role, and then you do a good job. Yeah. But what's your honest opinion so far? Shoot me straight. Am I gonna use it, put 5 hours on it, and shelve it, or am I gonna fall in love with this machine? Well, if you do that, we spent the last 2 years wasting our time. So here's what I'll say about it is, it's got the same deck on it that our other machine does. Okay. What's the name of the deck? We don't name our decks. We don't name our decks at all. It's just how we have the deck baffled and how it's all set up. It stripes really well. I like it. But my big thing is I've ran stand-ons for years. All right. I've ran them a long time, and even though I have a bad lower back, I prefer to run a stand-on because I can use my body as a shock absorber. But that added suspension on this thing, comfortable ride, coupled with how easy the deck lift is, I think we've really got a home run here with a couple of nice little features that some people I think will really gravitate to. Well, I'm excited about putting it through the ringer. This will be fun. Of course, if you guys have not subscribed to the channel, make sure you guys can do that, or do that so you guys can keep up with us as we put the mower through the test, because we'll have some mowing vlogs here over the next couple days and weeks, which will be really exciting stuff. Let me ask you this, more information, if people want more info? Yeah, more info. We just relaunched, or I shouldn't say relaunch, we just launched our new website, cubcadet.com. Got a full revamp, a lot of really cool videos, a lot of cool information on there now. Cool. So go check that out, and then come see us at GIE. We'd love to show you the machine and demo the product there.
GIE for sure. You guys are gonna have an outdoor booth?
Oh yeah, outdoor, indoor.
So check it out.
Madness.
Outdoor booths are where it's at on Friday. You guys know I'll be out there the whole time.
Yep.
So, all right, guys. Well, here, let me do the handshake, the crossover.
All right, man.
Thank you so much for bringing
Brian.
us out.
Appreciate it.
If you guys have any questions about the zero turn that I did not cover about the stand-on, leave them down below. But let me know your guys' thoughts. This thing looks like another Goliath of a mower. Like I said, I'm very impressed with Cub Cadet. At first, like I said, Cub Cadet, but now I'm like, wow, Cub Cadet is coming out swinging. So great job to you guys.
All right, thanks, Brian. Appreciate it.
All right, guys, we'll catch you on the next one.
Yep.